Hi, it's Krista with Flourish Yoga, where we live well and play often. And welcome back to our Building a Home Practice series. So this is a sequence this time that's called Strength, Discipline, and Tapas. And it's building from last week. So if you worked with last week's a little bit, it's a rejuvenating series, it's kind of letting go. This time we're taking those same poses, only we're putting them together in a formula for strength. So we're building up on our sun salutations. You may have noticed that we're kind of gradually increasing the number of those as we go along. So last week I think we had 4, this week we've got 5 in there. And we're just kind of building up our strength. We're sort of taking those poses that we did last week with the essence of rejuvenation, and now we're going to flip them with an essence of strength. So get ready to take a couple deep breaths with me and draw on that inner strength within. So I've chosen a couple of oils. So again, totally up to you. The oils that I happen to choose today all happen to be orange ones. I'm not sure why your orange label, but there's a few of them here for us to play with. So to start off with, in terms of our strength, discipline, and tapas, I love to use the Motivate oil. So this is when I'm going to put it in. I like to put it on my wrist creases. Typically, I'm going to put it in my hands here as well, and just take a deep breath in. So if you don't have the oils, if you're not using that, that's fine. Just sitting up nice and tall. Get ready to take a nice deep breath in. And breathing out as you let go. And again, take a nice deep breath in. Just drawing in strength. And breathing out as you release and let go. Okay, so we're going to start with legs up the wall. So same thing as last week, only this time we're going to hold it just for a couple breaths, just to get ourselves engaged. Again, bringing yourself in as close as you can to the wall, that your hamstrings are happy with you. I've got to sneak a little bit here. And then I want you to draw the toes down. So we're going to make it nice and working for us this time. So draw the toes down towards you. So you're feeling that stretch up through the backs of the legs. Good. Take your hands on your belly. Your belly is your power center. This is your core. So just take a couple deep breaths, just filling that belly up. And breathing out to let it go. Breathing in. And breathing out. As you take a deep breath in, fill your belly all the way up towards your collarbones, and then breathe out and let it go. Good. Okay. So bringing that back in. So we've got a couple of moments there to kind of get the lactic acid moving out of our legs, get all that energy we put into our legs yesterday, perhaps, let that release from you there. And we're going to work into our little series of our down dog, lunge, and pigeon, if you remember this from last week. So tucking your toes under, stretching back, and then releasing back with your heels. So find that position for down dog. And if you want to slow this down to kind of, if you skipped last week, you may want to just go back to that to review this one. But otherwise, we're going to go here through fairly quickly. So just take a moment to bend one knee and the other, just stretching out the backs of the legs. And then with each breath, we're going to move into a different pose. So bend both knees, take your belly in, find a nice deep downward dog. Good. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. This time, deep breath in, bringing one foot up to lunge, deep breath out, down dog. Breathing in, drawing that one foot up to lunge on the other side, breathing out, down dog. Breathing in, lifting up to pigeon, and then breathing out, back to down dog. Breathing in, up to pigeon on the other side, feel that stretch through that back leg. Breathe out, down dog. Again, breathing in to lunge. Breathing out, down dog. Breathing in, lunge on the other side. Gotta whip my leg up there. Breathe out, down dog. Breathing in, coming up to pigeon. Breathing out. Breathing in, pigeon on the opposite side. And breathing out. Last time through, deep breath in, lunge. Deep breath out, down dog. Notice that it feels easier. Deep breath in, lunge on the other side. Deep breath out, down dog. Deep breath in to pigeon. Deep breath out to down dog. Deep breath in, pigeon on the other side. Deep breath out, down dog. Good, just hold that for a couple breaths. Good. And then walking your feet up towards the front of your mat, we're going to move right into our sun salutation. So lifting up nice and strong. Plant your feet down strong. Breathing in as you lift up. Good. Breathing out as you release forwards. Breathing in, bend your knees, plant your hands. So strength, discipline, and tapas. I'm going to suggest if you have the energy here, you take a hop back with these ones. So you're going to hop your legs back. Super strong through your core as you lower down. Pause in chaturanga. And then inhale, lifting up to cobra, upward dog. And then releasing back, downward dog. Couple breaths. Good. Looking forwards, bend your knees, step or hop forwards, reach down, reaching up to the sky, reaching back to your heart. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, bend your knees, plant your hands, breathing out. Super strong through your core as you slowly lower down, and then breathing in, swooping up, and breathing out, releasing back. Couple big breaths. And then step or hop forwards, reach down, reach up, and back to your heart. Last one before we switch it up. Breathing in, breathing out. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step or hop back. Lower down to chaturanga, swooping up, cobra up dog. Release back, downward dog. Good, couple of the deep breaths there. And you're going to look forwards. Hop your feet forward, reach down to the ground, up to the sun, back to your heart. Now we're going to add on to these. Okay, so deep breath in, deep breath out. Bend your knees, plant your hands. Let's actually step back for this one to kind of really enjoy that stretch through the one leg there. And then back to plank, chaturanga, cobra up dog, down dog. Good. And then you're going to step that leg forwards to get that stretch in there. Release it back. And now as you lift up, come right up into tree pose. So take that leg over to the side. Good, have your hips facing forwards and you're drawing this knee back. So you're going to tuck your tailbone slightly under, engage up through the core. Good, hands come to your hearts. Hold this for a couple of breaths. You can take your arms up overhead. And then from tree, we're going to move into eagle pose. I'm going to find my balance. And then wrap that leg around. Arms go out front. Whatever leg is on top, opposite arm goes over. And your arms wrap around. Remember to release your shoulders down. Lift your elbows up. And fingertips go away from you. And then from eagle, so eagle pose, we're going to move right into warrior three. Ready? So warrior three, you're going to unwind the leg without putting your foot down. You're going to send that leg straight back behind you. Fingertips come forwards. So find your balance there. Try to lift that leg up so you want your toes to be pointed down towards the ground. Extend, really make this back leg super strong. Make your fingertips super strong. From warrior three, we're going to go to half moon. Take your fingertips down to the ground. So you may want to block, I totally forgot about this one, you may want to block to have in there something to hold on to. Feel free to go and get that. Your back leg extends up, opening out through the hips, and arm lifts up. Good. From half moon, we're going to take a big step back to warrior two. So you're just going to bend that front knee, position yourself, take a nice deep step back into your warrior two. Good. We're going to continue with our sun salutations. So from warrior two, just lifting up, and then releasing down, step that leg back. So going into plank, chaturanga, cobra to up dog, release back, down dog, and then take your other leg forwards. Good. Now this time as you lift up, you're going to come right up into tree pose on the opposite side. So finding your balance, take your foot up so it can be on the ground, on your low, below the knee, above the knee, all those different points. So find your balance, hips go forward, knees stretching back. Good. Hands come to your heart or overhead. And then from tree, you hold this for a couple breaths. And tree goes to eagle. So this leg comes around, wraps around. You can slightly bend that that standing leg, arms come forward, opposite arm goes over. Relax the shoulders down, lift the elbows up, fingertips away from you. So a couple breaths here in eagle. Find my balance to be able to turn my head and look at you at the same time. So a couple breaths in eagle, and then we're going to go into warrior three. So from here, unwinding the leg to send it straight back, unwind your arms, fingertips extend forward, back legs here, we're going to drop this hip, so we're going to keep the hips facing up, facing forwards or facing towards the ground. You're going to lift that back leg up so toes point straight towards the ground. And then arms extend forward. Strong back leg, strong arms. And then from warrior three to half moon, fingertips come down, opening up through the arms, open up through the sides. So you're going to roll that hip back, extending out through your heel, lifting up with your fingertips. And then big strong step back, coming into your warrior two. Relax the shoulders down, extend out through your fingertips. Couple breaths, warrior two. And then arms can come up, releasing back, just step back to downward dog. Good, couple of breaths there. Just allow that your spine to sink down as you press strongly through your hands. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and then release your heels down towards the floor. Good, and then we're going to come into, on the little printable for this, you have a few variations of different poses you can choose for back bends. So it could be locust pose, could be bow pose, could be turning up a wheel, swan, cobra, up dog, any of those will work. For this one, let's go today. We haven't worked a lot with a wheel yet, so we're going to work up to that. So we're going to go into a bow and then into a wheel here. But we're going to try three things. So we'll start off with the bow variation, but feel free if those aren't the poses you want to do your own poses during this part of the sequence. So one arm goes across for bow variation. Your back foot comes back. I like to grab on the inside. That's just helping my shoulder to open up a little bit further, and then lifting up. So this kind of gets deep into these hip flexors and deep into the back when we do it just one side and then the other. So as you lift that leg back up, good, and then releasing it down, and then to the other side. So again, as you hold it on the inside, it's opening up through the shoulder. You're just going to lift the leg. Good. So I find a half bow is a really effective stretch for the hip flexors. So if you're doing a lot of cycling or walking or running, that one helps really to release that. Okay, and then from there we can come into full bow pose, which should feel a little bit easier now that we've done the half. Good, and releasing that down. And then coming into wheel. So wheel is the one where we have our heels are hooked up close to us. And this is also called upward bow, I believe it is. So it's just kind of the opposite of the one that we just did. So in wheel, so having your heels coming towards you, hands come right beside your head. So fingertips are pointing down towards my toes. I'm going to work so that my shoulders are coming under. So what I'm trying to do here is wrap the shoulder blade under so that I have more strength with my shoulder blades. They're more connected to my back. So I'm just kind of tucking each of those shoulders under, and then I'm going to take a deep breath in. And as I breathe out, lifting up onto the top of my head, and then all the way up. You can come up onto your toes to start with, and then bring your heels down. Try to straighten through the arms, holding that for a couple breaths, and then releasing that back down. Good. So then from here, let's add another oil on before we go further. So we're going to work with our core a little bit. So the oil I selected for this was the On Guard oil, which is a protective blend. So it has cloves in it and ginger, wild orange. And a lot of these oils are empowering oils. And so I want to put this one actually over onto the kidneys. You could also put it on your core or your belly. If you can rub it in towards your back then, this is one that helps to boost our immunity, but it also has really empowering oils on. You can put some around your core there on your belly if you like to. Okay, so that's just an extra little helper there. It helps to reduce toxins from our system and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to work with our core though. So lying back down, so lying on your back for this, to adjust my ponytail out of the way there so I can lie flat. Okay, and then arms extend out. Now, I'm a little bit constricted with what you guys can see, so both arms will be extended out to both sides. Actually, let's try it this way and see if this will work. Okay, bringing your knees in towards you. Relax the shoulders down. Take a nice deep breath in, and then breathing out, you're going to take your knees over to one side. Breathing in, lift it back up. Breathing out, over towards the other side. Breathing in, lifting back up. So you're getting a little bit of a stretch in here, but we're engaging our core to do this. So to make sure it's the core that's working, I want you to breathe in and breathe out. Take your belly button and kiss it down towards the floor. And then from that point, keep that sense of engagement as you take your legs over. And then inhale back up. Exhale, they go down. Inhale back up. So to make this a little bit more difficult, you would straighten your legs. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to take your legs over to the side, and then breathe in, lift them back up. Breathe out, legs over to the other side. You can go all the way down to touch your toes, and then bring them back up. So let's do, you can choose whether you want to do knees bent or knees straight, wherever your core is right now. And then do 2 more. Good, and then on the other side. Good, and then hug them back in. Good, hug them in nice and tall. And then I'm going to scoot around again on the mat. That's difficult to do. You want to have some padding underneath that for sure as you work that, if you're got a bony structure. So this next one here, we're just ready to relax. But this next one here helps to release any tension through the low back. It's a reclining version of pigeon. So if pigeon doesn't work for you for your knees, this is your alternative for that. It's really good. So when I'm here, I'm going to flex my foot, so I'm protecting that knee. I'm engaging the muscles around there. Then I'm going to lift that other leg up and just draw it in towards me. So this knee is working to be away from me, and this bottom leg is coming in towards me. And you should get a nice stretch through the outer hip area on this one. Just holding this for a couple of breaths. And then release, and we'll do the other side. Bringing that in, hold it for a couple of breaths. You're going to flex the foot, especially if you have any knee injuries. Make sure that foot is flexed. You should get a nice release through this outer edge of the hip. It's a really hard area into the glutes. This is a hard area for us to connect to and stretch. So this one works really well. Good. And release. Good. So I've got one more oil for us today, and that's frankincense. Frankincense is an oil that does a lot for us. It's a big workhorse, just like our strength, discipline, and tapas. We were big workhorses today. But it also just helps to kind of bring everything and consolidate it together. So this is one that I would suggest that you put on the bottoms of your feet. It's also a really good one just to put into the back of your neck to release tension there as we get ready to relax. So we're going to work into Shavasana. I'll have you lie down. I'm going to stay seated so I can lead you through Shavasana, lead you through a little bit of a guided meditation. So you may want to have, and you could sit for Shavasana, that's totally fine too. But if you're lying down, you may want to have a blanket underneath your head and your neck. Or I'm going to place this one in. If you're doing a seated Shavasana or meditation, have a little bit of height in there so that your spine can be nice and straight. And I'm going to do just a little release. It's called releasing negative energy breath. So just find yourself in that comfortable position, whether it's seated or laying down. Let your shoulders relax. You start to connect to your breath, taking a deep breath in. And a nice, slow, smooth, deep breath out. And again, deep breath in. And slow, smooth, deep breath out. Okay, taking one last deep breath in. And out. And then just allow your body to relax. Whether you're seated or lying. Just let the structure of your body be where it is, and let the muscles around your body just relax. Give me a couple of deep breaths. staying connected to your breath. So you don't need to change your breath. Just notice as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And as you breathe in a feeling of kindness. And breathe out cruelty. As you breathe in, just invite in joy. As you breathe out, just let go of sorrow. And as you breathe in, just inhale compassion. And letting go as you exhale judgment. Breathing in as you invite in a sense of calm. Breathing out as you let go of agitation. Breathing in a feeling of passion. Breathing out as you let go indifference. Breathing in as you inhale strength. And exhale as you let go of weakness. And then breathing in as you take in love. And breathing out as you release any feelings of anger. Just continue to allow your breath to come in and to release. And if you need to go and start your day, feel free. Just give a little bow to yourself, to namaste, and thanking yourself for your courage and your discipline to keep with this, keep at it. And if you have extra time, feel free just to stay in that shavasana for a little bit longer. Give yourself an extra reward.